Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Mandy, and I did this painting a couple weeks ago. I think that's Payne's Gray. I'm a little behind, but I've since found better success with my clouds. In case you were concerned, this is a custom purple, but in this little video I was just testing, that's metallic cobalt blue. I was testing this alternative cloud recipe that I got from Tiffany, and that is Liquitex Cad Red Medium, I think. And it works, but I started to realize that I think my paints needed some little bit of water. I don't like using water in my paints very much. It's dumb, but I don't. And so I found that I think the cloud reaction is a little bit better when there's a little bit of water in your paints. Plus, so that's my cloud mix that I just added in, and I'll put the recipe that I used in the description box. Plus, not every brand is as reactive to clouds. So far, Liquitex is, Soho has been, the Creative Inspirations does okay. So anyway, I was still experimenting when I did this video, and I love the way this little 8-inch ring pour turns out. And I do get some cloud fingerlings. You can see them in the metallic cobalt blue. What I like about using metallic cobalt blue kind of near your cloud mix is it kind of creates the cloud type fingerlings, but they turn that color, so that's kind of neat. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you, and I was so excited to finally see any sign of it whatsoever that I grabbed a record at the end of this video, and I just tried to do something else thinking it was going to be amazing, and the composition was weird. It looks like a sea plant or something. So the record's probably not going to make it. But I was excited to finally see something. I have since gotten better clouding, and so I'll do a future video. But I wanted to share this one with you guys because I think it turns out cute anyway. So plus I wanted to use some of the paint that I had mixed. So the Cad Red looks like it's going to take over, but then it's a transparent color. So once some of the white comes through and all of that, it doesn't end up taking over too much. So this is like a terrible ring pouring composition, but I didn't really care. I was just playing around. And sometimes when you don't care, you get some cool effects because you're not all hung up on the composition. You know what I mean? So anyway, I do think it turns out neat. So I will torch it. I sped this up just a little bit, but this was like a super quick pour. But you can see I screwed up in the middle there. That's so good. I usually catch the drip with my finger, but today when I did this, I did not. And then I got that weird mess. So I tried to clean it up. It works out okay. But then, yeah, hang with me. I shortened this video quite a bit because this is just a quick one. But I have since posted a couple of shorts where I had some success using Molly's Dream Cloud recipe that she uses for her cloud swipes. And that developed because I saw Britta do one, and I was like, I totally want to do this. I think this is really beautiful. And my first attempt, I recorded it for you guys, but it was such a flop that I didn't share it. And then I ended up kind of liking the painting, but it doesn't do anything I intended for it to do. It doesn't cloud, it doesn't do anything. So I figured out that when I was swiping my color over the cloud mix, it was not, I wasn't letting it get thin enough. And then I realized I didn't really have any water in any of my paints. So I've been having a lot of trial by fire situations. But anyway, I tried Molly's mix, and I thought, well, let me try this as a regular like ring pour type thing to see if I get cloud effects. And I did. And I was like, woohoo! But I didn't film that. And then I was like, I know you can use bare satin enamel in place of Deco Art satin enamel, but I didn't want to spend $37 on a gallon of bare while I'm still learning. So I had some leftover Color Place from Walmart satin house paint because I used to use it for my negative space swipes. And you know, that's like 16 bucks a gallon, right? So my logic was, if this works with this Walmart paint, it'll probably work with Glidden or PPG or something that's not as expensive as Behr. So in one of the recent shorts I posted, I basically just substituted the amount of satin enamel in Molly's recipe for the satin house paint. And it clouds up even more than the satin enamel, so I'll probably have to keep adjusting it. But it worked great, and it wasn't chalky and weird like the satin enamels, so I'm so excited. And so anyway, I'm going to keep tweaking it. I like the way Tiffany from LoliVefe Studios uses the iridescent medium because I like the transparency she gets. So I'm going to keep messing with it. I do have some Vallejo pouring medium, the pearl medium on back order. So I'm going to keep messing with it, but I just feel like, yay, I finally have some breakthrough. So anyway, just know that since I actually recorded this video, I have had some breakthrough with some clouds, and I will be sharing. Hopefully I'll be brave and stop just using records, because I've been using records to test things out because I'm tired of wasting materials and having a terrible result. But anyway, in this video, I am just tilting until I get the composition I like. I love the middle, and I kind of like that it's off center, and but you see that there is some clouding. There is some clouding in the middle. It's subtle, and the white is taking over in the ring pour. So there is clouding in this piece. It's just a small piece, so you can't quite see the effects. So I was grateful to start finally seeing some clouding. I was like, woohoo! So I went and grabbed something before I put everything away because I was just so excited to finally be getting somewhere. It's very frustrating for me to try things and fail at them over and over and over again, but that is acrylic pouring, right? That's what we do. And sometimes it's finding out what works for you. So here's a little close-up. This one's already in our Etsy shop. I varnished it real quick, and it's just a cute little 8-incher. But I do think it's very pretty, and I like the way it turned out. So if you'll hang with me just for some adventure, I'm going to try to do something on this record, and you're going to see that it looks like sea algae. It's so weird, like a sea creature. I don't know, but I was still playing around. I wanted to see, you know, if I could basically get the effects again. So we're finally making progress, and I'm super excited about it. And yeah, so hang with me. So this is a record. I taped the top of the hole. You shouldn't do that. You should tape the bottom. I don't know why when I started doing that and where I got it from, but it definitely shows through. And if you're going to resin it, it's probably not as big of a deal, but if you're not, it's going to show. So just don't do what I do, tape the bottom. You're still going to see the hole, right? But if you want to turn it into a clock or something, tape the bottom, it'll be better. So for some reason, I always end up with this weird triangle of the white in one place. It's so irritating to me. And then I spend tons of time trying to deal with the composition and try to deal with this like random white that's all by itself. So somehow it's the way I'm pouring the cup. So I was talking to Sheldon from Shell Rock Art the other day, and he was making a suggestion to not basically pour the paint out the same way you pour it in. And I've seen Willie do this too, but to turn it basically on the side. And I think that would be helpful for kind of breaking up that white, because you can see I end up wasting so much paint here and covering, like there's parts of this that are really cool, but that white part, it's like nonsensical. It looks like a monster. So anyway, I end up pouring over this, and it's okay. It's probably not going to live, but I was just, you know, I'm starting to see some of the action I want to see in these paintings, and I don't want the composition to be, you know, crappy. So anyway, I'm super excited. But like I said, this has been a couple of weeks. So since then I've been more excited and have had better results, but I still wanted to share this with you guys. So I sped this up a whole bunch. It still feels like it's taken forever for it to finish, but hang with me. I'm about to just pour right over it, and it still turns out weird. I love the colors. But I was also super rushed. It was about to be time for dinner, and I was like, man, can I catch a break here, you know? So the composition starts off better, but then again, all the whites in one spot. And I was like, what is the deal? Why can't I get away from this? And you can see where the cloud is, it's starting to cloud. It's spreading out, it's doing the puffy thing, but the composition just didn't really lend to a good cloud pour. So this is not going to be a work of art by any stretch. But I just wanted to share it with you guys. So that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like a sea monster, or something. It's weird. It's probably not going to live. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your encouragement. And hope to share a new video with you guys soon with some better results and do some blooms and stuff too, because I miss painting. Anyway, thank you all. Have a wonderful day. And let me know what you think. Are you enjoying watching me try to figure out my life with clouds? Hopefully so. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys. Take care. Bye.